This is Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity. We are in the final area, what I believe to be the final area, Sun and Shadow. Exploring very carefully. There's all these remains converted to ash or whatever. Boots of that just randomly have like cool magic items on them. Anybody else want to wear Boots of Speed? No. No. Maybe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. In Gwithin Shades. Uh-oh. It has a different name. That means it's gonna be a motherfucker. It's gonna be a oh, it even looks different. It's gonna be a... Look at it. It's like shambling. It's a shambling shade. It's one thing I don't like about... I don't like from my shades is having them shamble. Alright, let's see how tough this thing is. Yeah, it's a lot tougher than normal shades. Because he just... No, where are you going? Where the fuck are you going? Like, literally, where the fuck do you think you're going?
I'm ready.
And they're just coming at us, these Alright. She's gonna come running up and do her stun thing. She's gonna shoot one. He's gonna shoot one. She's gonna boop. And she's gonna boop.
Got him!
He's gonna boop. Hey.
Gotcha!
Alright, they're tougher than normal shades, but they're not that tough. Try to force it out with songs about superfluous amounts of booty and one's trousers.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Dance, dance, too much booty in the pants. Dance, dance, too much booty in the pants. I just want to make sure of something really fast. There wasn't any other way I could have gone, right? I didn't miss another way. I don't think so, but I just wanted to double check to make sure that I am in fact going the only way I could have gone. Yeah, okay, there was no other way. There's no other way. Good. I'm glad that my souls lit this place up for me, because it was oppressively dark before. Stream, stream, too much booty on my screen. This area is very dark. Hold on. There's like a just random dead dragon here. Well, it's probably not a full-on dragon. Like maybe just a drake or a very young dragon.
Found something.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm with you. I hear you. You found something. I see that. Oh wow, more dead dragon. I wonder if these are going to animate and come to life, and I'm going to have to fight skeletal dragons. Also, I notice they have collars and chains. What's going on with that? This is the Guardian's Dome. What is going on with that? Are they going to animate and fuck me up with their dead dragonness? Because that sounds badass, actually. Gauntlets of Swift Action. Ooh, 15% attack speed. What? That's kind of good. It's kind of good. What does this do? Oh, that's good. That's really good. Sounds really good. I don't think anybody's going to use it, though. Dance, dance. Oh, Shadow Drake! Shadow Drake! That sounds like a motherfucker. Oh, shit, son. What's this say? Chalky. Ooh, chalky bits of bone break away between your fingers. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no! Run away! Run away! Run like the wind! Like the wind! Unless you're a dare, you don't have to run away. You can chillax. Hey, could you guys stop going that way? Because I'm right here. I'm right here. Shadow Drake? Oh my god. Could you stop going that way? Okay, that's fine. They can kill that thing. Alright, cool. We have this managed now. It was really scary for a second, but I think we have it managed now. Alright, team. I need you to run up and do a paralyzed cone. I need you to run up and boom shake the room. I need you to run up and just attack a shade. I need you to run up and drop the fucking hammer on one of these shades. Like this one. I need you to run up and drop the hammer on this fucking Shadow Drake. Let's do this. But there. Finish this fucker off. You. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. Ring of the Ancient Forge! Realized I had a contractual obligation to say it that way. They prefer the term light challenge small dragonoid. Ah, do they now? Paralyzed cone. Amplified wave. Okay. Attack. Attack. Sworn enemy. Oh yeah, took it out, took it out, took it out. Okay, that wasn't that bad, actually. I think we're still benefiting from a certain amount of 16th level privilege here. Anything new in the biography? At the far end of Breath Yaman, you met Yovara, who remembered you from your life long ago. She said you had come to visit her once after she had been sentenced, and that it was to ask her if her teachings were true, that the gods weren't real. She had given you an answer, but no proof, and still unsatisfied, you had gone to confront Theos about it in Sun and Shadow. She suggested that perhaps your soul still sought resolution in this matter, though. Theos would not be likely to provide it. You left Yovara to her fate in the prison, where she preferred to stay as a statement of defiance to the gods. Yeah. Nothing new here. Shadow Drake, we got Shadow. So they're only level 8. Both. Oh, really? You have the sneaking suspicion that Obsidian's next round of games will not be anywhere near as good story-wise as the likes of Fallout New Vegas and Pillars of Eternity. As in both this game and New Vegas, many of the stories and elements in it are things they originally planned in Van Buren and Black Hound, respectively, which were going to be the sequels to Baldur's Gate 2 and Fallout 2. I mean, reverse. I don't think so, though. I think they still have really good story writing talent there. Oh, but Chris Avellone left Obsidian. I mean, they still have some talented people. It's not like Chris Avellone was all they had that was good. I mean, Josh Sawyer and all their team are really creative and good people, but losing Chris Avellone, though, that's going to hurt him, because that guy is the best games writer there is. I don't even know what he's doing now. What is he doing now? I should look that up on the internet. I mean, not right now, obviously, but chalky bits of bone break away from between your fingers. I don't know, the setting stuff. Have you read the dev diaries for their new game, Tyranny, that they're making? You should read those dev diaries. They're really good, and there's some short stories, and there's things about the companions, and there's things about the mechanics and the systems they're using in the game, and it looks amazing. It looks considerably better to me than Pillars of Eternity. And nobody got time for +5 deflection bracers. What's happening now? I just quick saved, moved 3 fucking feet, and quick saved again. It looks like I think Tyranny's gonna be a Mazu. Wall is just chilling here. Now remember, he was one of the 2 that we couldn't talk to in the temple. We could talk to all the gods except for Wudika and Wall. So he's like banished, or maybe he's like Wudika's homie, or what the fuck? Or I shouldn't say he. I don't think Wall is a male or female either. I think Wall is a they. Maybe. Journal. Encyclopedia. Bestiary, close that up. Deities. Yeah, with no consistent form or gender. Its followers revel in the acts of creating and unraveling mysteries. You already talked to Wall? When did I talk to Wall? Did I? Oh, when I did that one quest, right? Way back, involving the scroll or whatever? Is that what you're talking about? It seems to be optional to talk. Oh, no, it's not optional. The shadows in the cavern suddenly lengthen and swallow you. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you find yourself in the midst of what must be another vision. You are surrounded by mists. The ground feels springy under your feet. You imagine that, as soon as you take a step, the soil behind you will erase all trace of your passage. As if on cue, the mists before you clear out just enough for you to take a couple steps forward. You do, and the fog closes behind you. We're walking on memory foam. You imagine that even if you set full glasses of wine down next to you on the ground and walked past them, they would not spill. You continue for several minutes in this manner, one step at a time, never seeing more than the ground right in front of you. Eventually, rays of light cut through the haze, and you find yourself facing a canyon wall. Palagina's head violently snaps to one side, her eyes tracking some unseen threat. She puts her hand to the side of her face where 2 of her feathers have been cut short near the base. Tufts of down float in the air. Oh no, what's going on here? Something whizzes past you. Just as you turn, you catch another whir of movement. Out of the mist flits a shape, small and round. You think you see another, and another. They tickle the corners of your vision. You turn back to the canyon wall. The sun shifts along its path, and what looked like a smooth rock face is the hollow of a cave. A figure steps out, its features shifting and changing before your eyes. So this is Wall. He who sees and is not seen, save when he chooses, it seems. Connor regards the figure with wary fascination. I thought the god of mysteries my chief enemy at times, but one cannot seek out answers if the questions aren't there. Yes, and you could also drop bowling balls and not have them spill, Saito. Indeed. I don't think there's going to be a loss of storyline quality in Tyranny. I don't think so. I think it's going to be just as good, if not better. We'll see, obviously, but I mean, Obsidian made Alpha Protocol, and that game has ridiculously good story. It's my second favorite game after Planescape Torment. The figure transforms from male to female, from Orlan to a Maua, its bones lengthening and its fur receding into its flesh. The only detail that remains constant is the smooth, eyeless face. I know, right, Saito? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Obsidian made Alpha Protocol, yeah. The whizzing, rushing shapes from the mist converge on the figure, and as they form a spinning cloud, you realize that they are eyes. Alright, so the many-eyed wall.
You understand the value of a mystery watcher. A buried scroll, a hidden truth. These are my ways.
So you're happy that I solved that one quest the way you wanted me to.
You unravel a thread, Watcher. One you have lost and discovered over generations. And following it to its end has only brought you back to the beginning.
The eyes track you even as they circle the god. Well, this doesn't feel like the beginning to me. It feels like the end. Speak plainly. Wall giggles, a strangely modulated sound that rises and falls as the god shifts from one form to the next.
And drain the meaning from the end you've almost achieved? Your search for answers to your past has led you to another mystery, and one grander still.
I think Katie has had about enough of this shit. Another riddling god. Fantastic.
The form of the question prepares the seeker for the answer, Watcher. And while you seek to repair your past, Boudica seeks to restore her future.
I don't really see how you can restore a future if the future hasn't happened yet, but okay.
A nebula of souls, blind and brimming with potential. The answer to Boudica's question and the beginning of yours. What would you do with them?
Changing from elf to folk, Wall raises its darkening hands to the swarm of eyes. Thunderclouds form overhead, casting shadows of movement across the canyon. Bareth wants them returned to the cycle. Helia wants to restore them to the Hollowborn. Galloway and Mogren and Abaddon can use them to fortify other souls. Remergon, Andra, and Skane would have me dissolve them. I take it you've got something in mind. I learned from Galloway, Mogren, and Abaddon that I can use them to fortify other souls in the Deerwood. Well, I played through it all 3 times, Saito. I played through it 3 times, and I did one of each, essentially.
A mightier quarry for a more glorious battle. Yet the hunter takes the rack of antlers and the string of fangs for the memory of hunting the beast, tracking it through the wilds and grappling with it at last. Even the gods require fresh mysteries.
Wall folds its hands, grinning at you with an Orlan's needle-sharp teeth. Alright, I have no idea what Wall is talking about right now. The clouds break, and the torrent of rain washes Wall's features clean. His blank face molds itself again, taking on the shape of something you've never seen before.
Do not consign the souls to the fate of some god's choosing. You have found them. Now scatter them across existence, their destination known to neither god nor mortal. Let them be lost again, new answers to new riddles.
Behind him, the sudden downpour has carved new caves into the canyon. No. No, I'm not gonna do that, but thanks for asking. What end would that serve?
No end, Watcher. That is the purpose.
But what would happen to the souls?
None know. They could end up anywhere in the realms of gods or mortals, whole or divided. Discovering them again and charting their course through the ether will be a new mystery.
That's dumb. No. Farewell, Wall. Hades had enough of this shit.
That is a word for endings, and this is but a crossroads. Even I do not know what you would choose.
The shifting face laughs. Shadows from the new caves melt and spread across the landscape, covering you in darkness. When the light returns, the vision is gone. Saito says, if you scatter them, you are effectively giving them to Wall since the unknown is his domain. Very tricksy, Wall. Yeah. I know, right? I'm on team Abaddon, Mogren, and Galawain. That's who I agreed to do their thing. That's whose team I'm on, and that's the choice I'm gonna make.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
I felt like Seraphina would have been on Team Bareth. She would have been tempted by Team Helia, but I think Grieving Mother's arguments would have swayed her, and she would have been on Team Bareth. But Katie's on Team Galawain, Abaddon, and Mogren. Okay, so here's a thingy I can probably use to get over there. But hold on, what's over here? Discovered court. It's very dark over here. Yeah, as I said, were you not watching when I played that part? Maybe you, I guess you weren't, or else you wouldn't have asked the question. As I said at the time, as a player, I'm on Team Bareth. That would have been my choice. Josiah's choice would be Team Bareth for that decision. Which is also Seraphina's. Generally, Seraphina, that character, as a personality, her decisions almost always line up with what my decisions as a real person would be. Almost always. Whereas Katie is not me. She's got very different from my worldview and so forth. This is not lighting up for some reason. I want it to light up. It's got a glowy thing. Oh, hold on. Something's happening. Oh, we're about to get jumped, aren't we? Yup. We's about to get jumped. Alright, everybody run. It's running time. It's super scary running time. I mean, probably don't need to do this, but... Oh god. Another Shadow Drake. We're getting jumped hard. No, where the fuck are you going? Alright, everybody else that's not Adair, ace this fucker. Adair, manage all these people, please. Hey.
I have them!
Alright, cool. I think we've got it locked down here. I think Adair's got this covered. I mean, I think they're no longer chasing the rest of us. So let's bring the rest of the team back into this. You're going to come over and do a paralyzed cone. You're going to come over here and boom shake the room. You're going to fucking shoot this shade to get some more focus so that you can do a amplified whatever it's called. You're going to pick a target. Your target will be this one right here. Your target will be the Drake. Actually, you know what? Both of you pile on the Drake. You can stun it. And you can blind it.
Following your lead.
You've run up and now you're gonna paralyze cone. Palagina.
Following your lead.
You've run up and you're gonna bring in the ancient form. Uh-oh. This guy is not following the plan. Grieving Mother, gonna need you to kill this one. Katie, switch gears real quick and ace this fucking thing.
Your thoughts will
Thanks. Good job. Good job. Kill this guy that's almost dead. How come she's not getting any focus? Where's her focus? Where's her focus at? Where's Palagina? Make that one your sworn enemy.
got him!
Do the lightning cone just for the funsies. There, now she's got the focus. Amplified wave!
Hey.
Aced. Alright, that was no problem. Saito says, I kinda admire your ability to subsume your identity to your character. I can't do that outside of exploratory playthroughs. I play as an insane completionist Helpy Helperton. Well, I still play as a completionist Helpy Helperton too, for the most part. No matter, I will find a way to justify it
see nothing while
with whatever personality of character I'm playing. I'm not gonna like skip quests and stuff, unless sometimes I might. Sometimes, in extreme cases, if it's like a thing where there's only one way to solve it, and the one way to solve it is so completely against what my character is supposed to be about, then I might. But all right, here's a door. That door has a sort of look of finality to it. But yeah, I play different kind of characters. They're not always the same, personality-wise. There's exceptional sword. That's what I need in my life right now. Exceptional brigandine. Katie's archetype is based on the roguish barbarian. The only character I can even think of that fits that archetype is Conan the Barbarian of the actual Robert E. Howard stories, not this Conan of the movies. Which is the only Conan that most people are familiar with. But the Conan of the stories is fucking awesome. He is a straight-up rogue and a barbarian. A thief, a reaver, a slayer who treads the jeweled... I don't remember exactly how it goes. Treads the jeweled crowns of kings beneath his sandaled feet or something. Anyway, he's awesome. One of my favorite fictional characters of all time. Completely not captured in the movies in any way, because he's actually really cunning and clever, and you know, that's a major aspect of his character, and it's not captured in the movies at all. And so the archetype that has survived of the dumb barbarian brute is what's actually gone forward into the popular culture, and what is usually characters are based on. And that's not the archetype that the original sort of barbarian of fiction actually was. Alright, what do I want to do here? I'm kind of torn. Do I want to go down this way, or over this way, or through the door, or across this thing? I think I might try to cross this thing and see what happens. I don't remember them planning any Conan game a while back. I mean, I know they made Age of Conan, the MMO, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. I was really hoping the new Conan movie with, now I can't think of his name. The guy who played Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones. Jason Momoa. The new Conan movie, newish, that they made with Jason Momoa, I was really hoping that was going to be much better than it was, and it was not much better than it was, obviously. I did like him for the role, though. I just feel like the script let everyone down. A lone segment of the bridge rises over the ruins of an ancient city. It looks stable enough, but the wide gap leaves little room for error. Jump to the freestanding segment, I guess? Why is it always got to be Devil of Karok? Why? Hold on. I have other characters, you know? I feel like if I load... This happened once before. Well, it happened several times. It always defaults to Devil of Karok for some reason. But if I load my save, sometimes it doesn't do that. So I'm just going to load my save real quick and see. That sounds cool, but it also sounds lame. I mean, it sounds like it probably was going to be lame. I'd love to see them make a full-on Conan RPG. Not an action game. I mean, it can be an action RPG, but it needs to be a real RPG, with full-on dialogues and stuff like that. Something with like the physical gameplay of Shadow of Mordor, but with the dialogue options of you know, like The Witcher. Actually, it could be the physical gameplay of The Witcher 3. They could just take the Witcher 3 engine and make a Conan game where you play Conan instead of Geralt. And it would be fucking amazing. Alright, let's go across here now. No, it's gotta be Devil of Karok, apparently. Devil of Karok gets a running start and leaps over the gap. However, Devil of Karok cries out upon landing and collapses on the other side in a tangled limb. See, she's got a shitty dexterity for some reason. Well, I guess because she's a golem. I guess that makes sense that she has a shitty dexterity. So she always fucks up challenges like this. If I could have had Katie do it, Katie could have kicked that thing's ass with her 21 dexterity. Or it might have been based on athletics, at which point she's also really bad at athletics. She's only got 1. Then I could have had, like, Adair or Palagina do it. Man, 14 athletics. She's no joke. But now she's wounded. She got minus 25 reflex. I don't like that. Camping supplies. 0 times camping supplies added to inventory. And it's just gone. That's unfortunate. I don't need these things.
Sure.
Anyway, my 2 favorite types of characters in, like, fantasy fiction or role-playing games are the rogue type and the warrior type. I don't like spellcasters in general. So, the reason I love that character, Conan, as written in the stories, is he is a rogue and a warrior. He's like the perfect hybrid of rogue and warrior, so he's like both of the types of characters I like, rolled into one. Wait a minute, I just came over here and there's nothing? Seriously? There's no way I can go over here? Oh, now they're just trolling me. I can't... Really? Really? Okay. Seems really weird to make the rogue for the game be a metallic golem. I think it's awesome. I love Devil of Karok. I love her character concept and everything. I think she's super cool. I'm glad that she's a cool golem person instead of just another random person. Is she gonna get hurt again? She is. Now she's got a sprained wrist. Fuck my life.
Keeping quiet.
Okay. Alright, so I've got some choices. I feel like I should click on this door and see. Maybe it's going to be like, you can't open this door yet, or whatever. It also kind of plays against expectations and stereotypes, because normally you would think there's going to be a golem character. Oh, that's going to be a tank. That's going to be a big tough fighter, right? That's what you would think the golem character would be. So it plays against stereotypes to make that character a rogue. Because when you think of a rogue, you definitely do not think of a metallic golem. That's like the least stealthy thing you can imagine. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have clicked on this yet. I should not have clicked on this yet. I definitely shouldn't have clicked on this yet, because now we got a loading screen. So it wasn't the final loading screen. I'm going to load. I'm going to go back, which means we're going to have another loading screen. Sorry. Because I want to explore the rest of this area before I go to a new area. Yeah, nope, 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 not ready for this. Nope, nope, nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She's kind of like the Warforged in Eberron. I don't know if you're familiar with that setting at all. They're really cool. They're like these living golems. They're a race of living golems.
Sure.
Alright, what's down here? Oh, I came down here already. Don't tell me there's like nothing else after I just went back through that loading screen. Now, there's an area over here I haven't been to. I think the only video game that the Warforged have been in is D&D Online. Because that's set in Eberron, and you can play a Warforged in that. I don't think they've been in any of the other video games for D&D, because... Alright, we got some more shades over here. A lot of shades. This one over here wants to play, huh? Everybody up here. Marquee select. Kill. Adair?
Hey.
Got him!
You, run over here. You, just shoot something. You, just shoot something. You can have this one. And you can have this one.
I'm ready.
And you can do this. Ring of the Ancient Forge! And you can now do an amplified wave. What's happening with this fucker? Shoot that fucker. Shoot that fucker. Sworn enemy. Pull move. Do it. Her target is dead. Alright, we just wrecked those shades. Wrecked those shades.
Slowly now.
I'm probably using a little bit more granular tactics than I need to, given the difficulty of these fights, but you never know when things are going to suddenly turn ugly. Oh, potion of major endurance. Don't mind if I do. I mean, I have more of them than I will possibly use in this game, but whatever. Now, my first time through Alpha Protocol, I played as a suave kind of James Bond type. My second time through, I played as a fucking maniacal, assault rifle wielding Jack Bauer type. Very aggressive. Third time through, I did the professional Jason Bourne type. I did kind of more of a mix of stealth and... The first time was super stealth mode, the second time was super unstealth mode, the third time was kind of a mix. So the third time was silenced pistol domination mode, actually. A lot of fuckers here, apparently. That's right, Saito. Alright, now we've explored it all. Well, that was a little bit anticlimactic after going through the loading screen just to come back here. What's going on down here? How do I come to these areas? I don't, apparently. Fine. Now we'll go through the loading screen. Alright, this one! This one might be the final loading screen. Possibly the final loading screen. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Possibly the final loading screen. Yeah, it could be. The shitheads and douchebags make a much smaller part of the demographics than I would expect. Yeah, no, this place is pretty fucker heavy. It is. It is.
Slowly now.
This place is starting to look really fancy. This is starting to look like air. Oh! They didn't even bother with Fog of War on the map. Oh, look at that machine. This is looking like place you fight the final boss. Bloodstone, Scroll of Defense. What's over here? Nada? Nada tostada? What's over here? Man, I'm surprised those fights were that fucking easy. I did put it on high level mode, did I not?
Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
No? How about no? I'm not, actually. I can't go any other way here, right? I can't, like... Alright, so I have to go this one way. It's more like... It's kind of like a spiral-ish thing. Ready to snap into a Slim Jim dance. Ring of Unshackling. What happened to these people?
I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this.
Shouldn't have
If you
trusted
do
me.
not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to. But you will answer to me as well.
I find myself unscurred. I find myself unscurred, sir. Broad belt of power. 2 might, 2 resolve. I don't think anybody's gonna wear that. Considering we all already have at least +2 might.
I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
That was him asking me to go and betray Yovara, I guess. This thing looks serious. This is the machine that's sucking all the souls into it to give to Boudica. Oh, look at this statue. That statue's no joke. Man, I will love it if that statue just comes to life and starts whooping some ass.
This is a missionary, same as I was. Taught the wrong things as I was.
Now there's Yovara standing up for us before we betray her.
Oceanus. They have held off many would-be invaders.
Yeah, but they're gonna betray you. Don't go to Oceanus! Don't go to Oceanus! They're gonna capture you.
You are ready to give a confession?
I am ready to hear one from you.
I love your defiance, girl. Speak truth to power. Very appropriate you're wearing an executioner's hood. Yeah. I'm here to executionate Theos. Did he just say executionate? Yes, I did. Oh, this is looking... Oh, that's the fucking Boudica symbol right there, too. This is looking very final right here. Very final. We're changing formations. Formation 2, please. That's the one that puts Adair in the front. I normally roll in this formation where the rogues are in front for trap detecting purposes, right? And they're the stealthiest, so that if they see enemies, they're less likely to get detected right away. That's why I always roll in this formation. But since I don't really think there's going to be traps up ahead, we're going Adair out in front formation instead. It's beginning to look a lot like Kick-Ass-Mas. Nice. Love that song. Alright. No, it's time for a real save. Real save time. Creep forward. Creep forward. Creep forward. Uh-oh. Lightning. Creep forward. Creep forward. Creep forward. What's happening? Uh-oh. Memories of the Ancients. I have reached the Ingwithan machine I saw in my dreams. Thousands of dear wooden souls have been drawn to it. Theos cannot be far. Creep forward. Oh, we're gonna get surrounded. We are so gonna get surrounded. Alright, what's over here then? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! It begins! The machine is acting up. Oh god. Is that him? Why is he all spiritual instead of just, like, physical? You've come to a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with Adra and trimmed with copper. At the far end, a great pillar of Adra pierces the floor from below like a ragged spike, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they are all questions. Is this the same vision you have in the very beginning of the game, when you first come out into Sealant Lys, and you see the vision of Theos? Or you see actual Theos there, I think? Is this the same vision? It sounds like the same vision. At the base of the pillar sounds Theos. A look of concern on his face as he notes your approach. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all others, spinning madly in your mind, but you don't dare ask it yet. You need some admission from him first, some hint of the veracity of your suspicions.
You are far from your post, Inquisitor. What brings you here?
Your mind races, weighing different angles of approach, your emotions barely in check. I have a feeling I'm not going to trick this guy into revealing anything. What is this place?
We are in a sanctum holy to Utica. There are others like it in service to the other gods. I come here often to pray for her counsel, and in this space I may be assured that she hears me.
That machine behind you, what does it do? And also, magnets, how do they work?
It has many uses, but its purpose is to bring structure to the chaos that surrounds it.
That's pretty fucking vague. Why don't you tell me what it actually does, bro? All these statues, who are they of?
They are monuments to Udica's greatest servants among my people. I hope to join them myself one day, but my work is not yet complete.
Was Yovara telling the truth?
That woman sought only to destroy the foundations of peace and civility that my people sacrificed everything to build.
Peace and civility? You've been killing and torturing shitloads of people. Was the entire Inquisition based on a lie?
The Inquisition was based on the need to cut the flesh from a rotting wound.
The truth, you mean? You are shaking now, having lost all patience for tact. No more evasions. You have to know. Everything you believed, everything you have done for the gods. Did you lie to me when you said the gods could end suffering? Theos says nothing. That's a yes. Are there no gods?
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked? Something men can turn to in their darkest moments when their days seem only like bridges from one tragedy to the next. Our gods are all these things.
He's got a point there, actually. I mean, what is a god, really? There's no specific definition. Even if they're not, quote-unquote, the actual gods, like they didn't actually create the universe or whatever, if they're that much more powerful than everyone else, and they act as gods to the people, then are they not gods? Theos' face remains a mask of impassivity. With Theos' every word, you find yourself losing control of a boiling cauldron of rage and doubt and fear and hopelessness until you can take it no more. Are there no gods?
We are in a sacred place within earshot of the gods themselves. This is not the time. You've been through much these past few months.
With maddening calm, Theos puts an index finger to his lips. This is not the time. It's the fucking time. It is the fucking time.
You will return home and you will rest. When you feel you have recovered, you may rejoin us at the trials. The Inquisition is far from over, and I will have need of you.
I don't like this.
There are many who continue to spread the lies of the apostate. The Inquisition will not end until we have pronounced judgment on all of them.
His eyes linger on you, and there is no mistaking the threat behind it, and your rage shrinks at the image of an iron wheel in your mind, monolithic and caked with the dried blood of thousands. You do not ask your question again. Well. Camera slowly pans back over. We've been placed into a really stupid position. Thank you for that.
How did you find it?
So now this is real Theos. That was Vision Theos. This is actual chilling right here in front of us Theos. Number 2 sounds good. No, I'm not going to do number 2. I didn't. It was Lady Webb.
Another in a string of acts of petty defiance. For all her knowledge, she always preferred spite over reason.
She loved you.
Then she should have obeyed. I ask one thing of all my followers. She was incapable. A waste of rare talent and intellect.
You had one job, Lady Webb. Her talent and intellect were too great for her to live as your servant.
What of your cohorts, then? They have followed you to their deaths. Is it loyalty that brings them here? Or is it, as my agents suggest, that they have no direction of their own?
I guess they just think I'm cool. They just like hanging out with me.
You worshipped Aethys, did you not?
Theos regards Adair. Is he going to go through each companion now and call them out?
Your spies are good. What gave me away? The cape?
Yet when your god needed you the most, you chose your country.
Adair frowns, irritated.
We were being invaded. Not by anyone who was acting like a god.
Then I should think your hometown gave you a hero's welcome when you returned.
Theos gives a thin, patronizing smile. Josiah says she smells pretty. That's why. I don't think they gave him a hero's welcome. They kind of hated him a whole bunch.
They made cake. Hard to blame people for losing faith when it's the gods who are misbehaving.
He's got a point. Adair smiles at this. I love Adair. He's so chill.
The gods argue over how best to prevent Kith society from destroying itself. These disruptions would not be necessary were mortal instinct not so diseased.
Well, maybe mortals just need some time to sort this shit out for themselves. They need time to evolve without interference. You ever think about that? Well, we will continue this most epic and most final of conversations, and then what will presumably be a glorious battle afterwards, and the end of the game, and the closing credits, and all of that in our next episode. That is going to do it for this one. Thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity.